gonna poop on me.
He's not gonna poop on you.
Hi guys. Helvin Creek. Hi guys. This is a cat. It's a beautiful day.
Thank you for joining us at Life on Helton Creek. I'm Darcy, and I just want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed and liked and sent messages. I hope I've got back to everybody's comments and emails. We appreciate it. It keeps us on our toes and keeps us thinking, so thank you for that. We've been busy. We have 80 degrees, every bit of 80 degrees today. You see some cloud cover. It's gonna start raining tomorrow. Again, Pa's putting some more corn stalks out for the girls, and they really like bedding down in the corn stalk. I'm a little embarrassed to show you what my job is this afternoon. Y'all, it's a mess. And I've got to get it cleaned up because I should already be starting seeds right now. Last month, 2 weeks ago. And then we have also today turned the garden. So it's a lot smaller. This side over here is really thin and has a lot of clay in it. So nothing I put over here, you know, I showed you my sunflowers last year. They were kind of stunted. My corn never did. My corn never did come up. I had to replant it over here. So this definitely needs some work. The first thing I've got to do though is get this greenhouse in some sort of order because it is horrible. And like I said, it's embarrassing. And of course it's right on the road. So all my neighbors that drive back and forth up here, they tend to tease me a little bit about my greenhouse. And we have some cousins that live close by, and they drive by and keep an eye out for me and let me know what I need to do and that sort of thing. So I've got to get to work, and I'm way behind. It's been wet, it's been rainy, it's been cold, and it'll probably snow again before I get to put anything in the ground. We'll probably have more snow. So now we're putting the sides on the dump trailer, and we're going to go get some horse poop, cow poop, to put on the garden. It's not too far down the road, but it's hard to take a dump trailer and a tractor at the same time, so we had to make 2 trips. And that took a little time. Plus, these cousins are really great people to be around. So we love to hang out and listen to the stories, and we were there a little longer than we meant to be, but that's okay. This is the 30-year-old horse poop we just collected from the barn. And we are very happy to get it. And we will, of course, spread it all over here in our garden. And I did get a lot done in the greenhouse yesterday. It is not complete, but I did get a lot done.
As strong as you think you need to make it about 50% stronger. They've done broke this thing out again. They broke the other side. I kind of patched it up twice. I've got to do some major stuff. I just kind of trying to wait till spring, and now they've broken this side. So, Lord help them. You get old, big old Curly in there pushing. And it's a lot of force on it, a lot of force. So, good advice. Whatever, as strong as you think you need it, make it 50% stronger.
Hey y'all, just giving you a rundown on you see right here the crease where they pushed this whole panel right here in and broke it. And most of that was Curly Bill's doings, but he had a couple of his women helping him out. So this has all got to be fixed. Now we had it kind of makeshifted until we could get to it in spring. So it's just got these straps right here on it. And we put several on there to try to make it work and get us through the winter. But, you know, when Curly Bill's here and Hungry and all the girls are here and, you know, Chili Bean and everybody, it's, this is what happens. So what we're going to do tonight, because it's already late, time changes this weekend, we'll have better chance of getting everything fixed this weekend. We're going to try to chain this together tonight, work on it a little bit later, because we're going to run out of daylight here real fast. We got this chain back just for a quick fix. We chained it. We're going to go ahead and put a few rolls in so they don't push back. And then Friday we should have enough time, maybe tomorrow, a little more time to work on it and fix it up proper. Who knows? All I know is they're out there screaming that we ain't letting them in and they're fixing to call somebody and tell on us, and they're hungry. They're just starving. I see, she wants to be a little bully. You can't be a bully. Being a bully will get you in trouble. You won't have any friends. How you doing? There's my handsome boy, Pa. Look. Yeah, lower your head, dummy. He's been into something.
You've been rubbing on that creek bank, I think.
Hi, sweet girl. Curly Bill. Curly Bill. There he is. Hi, handsome boy. Are you romancing? No, you're eating. So we've had some questions on our videos about this feeding area and the mechanical concrete. So the measurements of the barn.
The entire barn is 40 foot wide, 60 feet long. We utilize about 36 feet, so we utilize from this post out for the feeding area.
From this post here.
From this post out is about 36 feet, so we've got about 24 feet of hay rack, and then we've got 12 feet out on the end that is a place for them to stand under cover.
Okay.
The 40 feet wide is about 14, 15 feet on that side, 14, 15 feet on that side, and 10 feet, give or take, in the middle. The conventional wisdom for the fence line feeders say 8 feet to give them room to get in here and get what I'm
Standing in it.
parking.
Right.
Because they can't always reach all the way in since it's wider, but our tractor is 8 feet wide, so when I had it 8 feet wide, I couldn't hardly get the tractor in. So,
Okay, so on the mechanical concrete, that's our next big question, which is out from the end of this area to under the overhang we just showed you, and on back just a little bit. Not finished, of course, not a finished project yet.
everything that's under roof is pretty low.
Yeah, everything under roof. But the tires are tractor trailer tires, and the sidewalls are cut off of both sides. So it's just a cylinder. And you lay that down. Now, you did bolt some of them together, right?
Well, we screwed them with deck screws. Where they touched, we attached them.
Okay, just with a deck screw to kind of keep them in place while he spread the gravel and the creek gravel and that sort of thing. Now, point made on the creek gravel. What was your point made on using the creek gravel first?
It was less expensive, but it settled a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've got to come in and top dress my floor just a little bit, maybe
Right.
next year.
So, less expensive, but it did settle some, in case you couldn't hear him. So, the next time we do this, obviously, we're gonna do all the crusher run or limestone mix, whatever you guys are calling it. Everybody has something different they're calling it. And it does pack in and settle in, and it is as hard as concrete. What were some other questions we got?
You could cut the sidewalls with a sawzall if you've got a bunch of tires and a bunch of time.
The source of these tires, we have a source in Kentucky that he actually took the cattle trailer up there and bought the tires and filled the cattle trailer up, and they were already cut. And it is a repurpose, reuse for one thing, and then you could cut them with a sawzall if you felt
Yeah,
so
if you-
inclined, but it'd be a lot of work.
Well, I mean, and, you might just cut one side, but I've not seen any information about that. And they might settle a little bit if you only did that. But,
Right.
the tire recycler that we found is up, around Lexington, Kentucky. They've got a machine that they
Right.
put these tires on.
That
And they
slices
cut
them up. And so if you check around your area, there's such a big deal over trying to dispose of tires and all that anymore. You may be able to source a recycle, repurpose, reuse center in your area as well. It's a great use for these to keep them out of the landfill. I mean, they last forever, and
And there's a ton of information out there that this is an emerging technology to repair roads and things like
right.
that.
I mean, they're testing this on a lot of things, not just feed barns.
The engineer that developed the idea was fixing roads in Virginia's under coal mine trucks. The coal trucks were just killing the roads, and so he came up with this to try to help support the roads that those trucks drove on, and had very good success. So,
Yeah.
and one other thing you might notice is I'm in here kind of moving the hay out to the edges for our spoiled cattle. You don't have to do that. If they ate it down and you had a big pile up the middle, you could take the next roll when you go to load the thing, you could push it up to the end, and they could finish it out over there. So
We call this agricultural CrossFit. It's
country
our
CrossFit.
country CrossFit. This is our exercise. Oh, look at Curly.
And those cattle are spoiled rotten. They'll wait until we start forking, and then they'll just come in. They just like it.
Fluffy.
better when we spoon fed them. Experimenting a little bit. When I cut the wrap off of it, it tends to want to mushroom out, and so the rolls kind of push all the way to the edge of the racks, to the panels, and the cows they'll grab a bite, back up, and it falls at their feet. And so I'm noticing a lot of waste on the outside, and them being spoiled rotten, they're not going to come in and clean that up. They're going to come into the good stuff. And so I put 4 rolls down at the end, and I just busted 1 roll up and brought it out here, and I did notice a lot less waste on the outsides down here compared to up there. So I'm thinking I'm going to try to, I may lay the rolls down at the next feed on their end and see how that works. And I may put them in ways and only put about 5 in here and see, make them reach, and see if I can't save a little bit from the waste that they drag out. I like them to have their head stuck in here and eating like they are now, because they're not pulling it out and stepping on it. We do have some bosses, we got some bullies, and so a cow have a big mouthful, and the bully will punch her and she'll back up and lose half of it on the ground. So
One of them's right here.
yeah, they'll stand sideways, but she'll just be convinced that the better hay's on this end, and she'll push everybody out all the way down here, except for Curly. And Curly don't move for nobody.
Yeah. Except where the direction that you are forking the hay, that he'll go there.
So you'll notice we start having some activity in here, and the cows just flock to us.
They really are funny. I can't put my fork down. Here's Strawberry. Watch him. Have you ever